If you're listening right now, I'd love to take a moment to speak just to you. Maybe you've been living with aches that just won't let up. Your knees, your back, your joints. Or perhaps it's inflammation, or that stubborn chest congestion that lingers no matter what you do. And maybe, just maybe, you're feeling a little weary from always turning to another bottle of pills, wondering if there's a softer, more natural path to feeling well again. Today, I want to share something simple, something close to my heart. It's a gentle remedy that's been passed down through generations. Just two humble ingredients, likely already in your kitchen: castor oil and garlic. Now, this isn't a magic cure overnight, but from what I've seen in my own life and heard from so many others, it truly helps. And if you give it just 7 days, it might surprise you. It might even shift how you feel about your body and about growing older. This isn't just about easing pain, it's about helping your body find its balance again. Imagine waking up with less stiffness, breathing a bit more freely, moving with more ease, and most of all, feeling like yourself again, with a quiet sense of comfort and control. If that speaks to you, I hope you'll stay with me. In the next few minutes, I'll gently walk you through how to use this blend, what it's good for, and why it may be one of the best kept secrets in natural healing. Let's begin. 1. The power of castor oil. Let's start with castor oil. If you've never used it before, it might just look like a thick golden oil sitting quietly in a bottle. But don't let that simple look fool you, because castor oil is one of nature's most powerful healing gifts. What makes it truly special is how deeply it works. When you gently rub castor oil onto your skin, it doesn't just stay on the surface. It slowly seeps in, reaching into the deeper layers of your tissues, right to where the pain or inflammation is hiding. And once it's there, something beautiful begins to happen. It starts to soften those tight, sore spots. It helps your body gently let go of what's stuck or causing discomfort. People have been using castor oil for centuries to ease swelling, soothe pain, relieve constipation, clear up skin issues, and even help with old scar tissue. But what I really want you to know is this: it's not just about what castor oil does, it's how it feels. That slow, cozy warmth, that soft easing in your joints or muscles. It's almost like your body whispers back, "Thank you. I really needed that." I've used it on my wrists, knees, lower back, and every single time, with a little patience and gentle consistency, I felt real relief. Not just for a moment, but lasting comfort. Less aching, fewer knots, better rest at night. And the best part? It's completely natural, kind to your body, and simple to use. No harsh side effects, no prescriptions, just something your body already knows how to welcome. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Castor oil becomes truly powerful when you pair it with one very familiar friend: garlic. And that's where this story really begins to unfold. 2. Garlic, nature's antibiotic. Now let's talk about garlic. Most of us know it as something we use in the kitchen. It adds such a lovely flavor. It fills the house with that cozy, familiar smell. And for many, it's just a regular part of cooking. But here's something many people don't realize. Garlic is so much more than just a seasoning. It's one of nature's strongest natural antibiotics. Modern research has confirmed what traditional healers have known for hundreds of years. Garlic can be up to 6 times more effective than some of the most common prescription antibiotics. 6 times. That's not just an old wives' tale. That's real science starting to catch up with ancient wisdom. What makes garlic so remarkable is its ability to fight off bacteria, viruses, and inflammation, all in a very natural, gentle way. It helps clear out the body, supports your immune system, reduces swelling, and when used the right way, whether through food or on the skin, it gets to work quickly, right where it's needed. But beyond the studies, I've seen it help people I care about. A friend of mine used to get sinus infections every year like clockwork. She started using a simple garlic compress, and within just a few days, her breathing was easier and clearer. Another friend used garlic oil on her chest, and for the first time in months, she could sleep through the night without all that coughing. Now, maybe you're thinking, Garlic is too strong for me. I can't handle that bite, and I completely understand. The good news is you don't need to chew on raw cloves to feel the benefits. You can gently mix it into a warm bowl of soup, stir it into a little olive oil and spread it on toast. Or, what I'll show you in just a bit, you can apply it to the skin, blended with castor oil, for soothing, powerful results without any harshness. Garlic has a way of finding where it's needed most. It's like it knows. And when it teams up with castor oil, that's when the real magic happens. Just two simple ingredients, yet together they make an incredibly powerful healing duo. In just a moment, I'll walk you through exactly how to combine the two and how to use them safely and gently as part of your daily routine. 3. How to make and apply the blend. Now that you've gotten to know the gentle power of castor oil and garlic on their own, let me show you how to bring them together into one simple, comforting remedy. Don't worry, you won't need anything fancy. In fact, you probably already have everything you need right at home. Here's how to begin. First, find a clean piece of soft cotton cloth. A thin washcloth works well, or even an old t-shirt cut into squares. If you have flannel, that's lovely too. This cloth will become your compress. Think of it as the gentle carrier that holds the healing ingredients close to your skin, right where your body needs them most. Next, place that cloth on top of a small piece of plastic, wrap, or parchment paper. This will help protect your clothes or sheets from any oil that might seep through. Now take your castor oil. You won't need much, just about a teaspoon, maybe even a little less. Pour it gently into the center of the cloth. Castor oil is thick, like honey, so it'll sit there in a little golden puddle at first. That's just right. Then take a fresh clove of garlic and grate it finely using a small grater or a garlic press. You only need a little, about half a clove, or even less if you're sensitive to it. Mix it softly into the castor oil right there on the cloth and let it sit for just a minute so the two can blend together. Once it's ready, place the cloth directly on the part of your body that needs some love and care. Maybe a sore knee, a stiff wrist, your lower back, or your chest if you're feeling congested. Make sure the oil side is gently touching your skin. Then wrap the area with a towel, a soft piece of fabric, or a stretchy bandage to hold it in place. Now just rest. Leave it on for at least an hour. If it feels good, you can even wear it overnight. Just tuck a towel under you or wear an extra layer to protect your bedding. The longer it stays on, the more deeply it can work. And if you'd like to boost its healing power even more, you can place a warm heating pad or hot water bottle over the area. That gentle warmth helps the castor oil soak in deeper and encourages the garlic to do its healing work. When you're done, simply fold up the cloth and tuck it into a small plastic bag. You can reuse the same cloth for several days. Just add a few fresh drops of castor oil and a bit of grated garlic each time. That's all there is to it. No pills, no prescriptions. Just a loving, natural remedy, something simple, something soothing that truly brings relief. And now I want to share with you what happened when I tried this myself for just 7 days. 4. My story, what happened after 7 days. Let me tell you what happened to me after I started using this castor oil and garlic blend. I wasn't expecting magic. Honestly, I wasn't even sure it would do much of anything. Like so many of us, I've tried all kinds of things over the years. Ointments, supplements, stretching routines, even pain relievers that left me foggy and tired. You start to tell yourself, this is just how it is when you get older. But deep down, I was still hoping for something simple, something gentle, something that didn't come in a bottle with a warning label or mean another long wait at a doctor's office. So I gave this blend a try. That first night, I applied it to my wrist. It's been bothering me for years, the kind of pain that wakes you up at 3 a.m. when you roll over. It doesn't scream, but it lingers. You feel it doing the dishes, pouring a kettle, buttoning a shirt. It wears you down little by little. I followed the exact steps I shared with you earlier. A soft piece of cloth, just a touch of grated garlic, a teaspoon of thick golden castor oil. I wrapped it around my wrist gently and let it rest. That night, The pain didn't disappear, but something shifted. The area felt calmer, warmer, like the tension was slowly, softly being released. I slept a little better, and when morning came, I wasn't as stiff. By the third night, I was moving my wrist with more ease. I could turn a doorknob without bracing myself. I wasn't shaking my hand out in the morning to wake it up. It felt like something deep inside was changing, healing. Then came the seventh day. I remember waking up and realizing something strange. I had slept through the night. No waking from pain, no tossing, no adjusting, just rest. Pure, uninterrupted rest. I looked at my wrist and I smiled. The swelling had eased. The dull ache was gone. It felt like I'd turned back the clock, not with a miracle, but with something natural, something honest, something that spoke to the body in a language it understood. Encouraged, I tried it on my knees, those old friends that always acted up when the weather turned. And again, after about a week, there was a noticeable difference. I was getting up from chairs more easily. I was walking farther. I felt lighter, more like myself again. And the best part? No side effects, no upset stomach, no dizziness, just a simple, comforting routine I could do right at home, using ingredients I trusted. I started sharing it with friends. One of them, Louise, a retired teacher, started using the blend on her lower back. Years of standing on hard floors had left her stiff and sore. Within 2 weeks, she called me, tears in her voice. I forgot what it felt like to move without guarding every step, she said. Another friend, a former postal worker in his 70s, used it on his ankle, an old injury from long ago. After 10 days, he was walking without a limp. No brace, no fear of falling. Now, I'm not here to promise miracles. This isn't about magical cures, but I am here to remind you, your body is still capable of healing. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, your body is still listening. And when you give it something real, something natural and nourishing, it responds. This blend is one of those quiet, powerful tools. All it asks from you is patience, consistency, and care. So if you've been living with discomfort, if you've been feeling like your best days are behind you, please let me say this to you clearly. It is not too late. You are not too old. You have not missed your chance. You deserve to feel well, to feel strong, to feel at home in your body again. And maybe, just maybe, this simple little blend of castor oil and garlic is the beginning of that journey. 5. Common health issues. This blend helps with. Let's talk about the real-life issues this castor oil and garlic blend can help with. Over the years, I've spent countless hours researching natural health solutions and talking with people just like you. People looking for something gentle, something that works, and something they can actually do at home. And here's what I've learned. This blend is far more versatile than most people realize. On arthritis, the daily struggle. Arthritis is one of those conditions that quietly chips away at your independence. Whether it's in the hands, knees, hips, or shoulders, it can make the simplest things, tying shoelaces, opening jars, or even holding a book, feel like a battle. This blend works beautifully here. Castor oil is naturally anti-inflammatory. It doesn't just sit on the surface, it soaks deep into the tissue right where the pain lives. Garlic, with its powerful antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, helps calm the immune system's overreaction. Together, they soothe the joints, increase blood flow, and reduce stiffness. One woman I know, in her late 70s, thought she'd have to give up knitting after 60 years. After just 2 weeks of using this blend on her knuckles, she called and said, "I'm back to making scarves for the grandkids." 2. Bone spurs, slow but steady. Relief bone spurs form when the body builds extra bone, usually after long-term stress or inflammation. I had one on my heel that made every morning walk a painful experience. But after applying the blend regularly, I was amazed how the tissue softened. Within weeks, the pain faded. A podiatrist even said the inflammation had reduced. Here's a helpful rule of thumb. If the bone spur has been there for 3 months, it might take 3 weeks. If it's been there for 3 years, give it 3 months. Healing takes time, but it is absolutely possible. 3. Respiratory relief. Breathe easier. Bronchitis, asthma, chest congestion. This is where the blend really shines. Garlic helps break up mucus and eases tightness. Combine it with castor oil and apply it to the chest area, and the warmth draws in circulation and relieves congestion. One woman I spoke with used it during a bad winter cold. She said, "Within hours, I could feel my chest loosening. A few nights later, my cough was gone." For sinus issues, apply a small compress over the sinuses or forehead, but be careful to stay away from the eyes and nostrils. The combo of castor oil's reach and garlic's infection. Fighting power can reduce pressure and clear blockages. 4. Digestive troubles. Gentle support from the outside. As we age, digestion can slow down. Bloating, constipation, discomfort, they become all too familiar. Castor oil has been used for years to support bowel movement, but instead of taking it orally, which can upset the stomach, this blend can be applied directly to the abdomen. One retired nurse told me, "I used to dread eating because I knew what was coming after. Now I feel like my body is finally working again." 5. Fibroids and cysts, women's wellness. I met a young woman with a 3-inch fibroid in her uterus. She applied the compress over her lower abdomen nearly every night for 5 months. Along with hormone support, her fibroid shrank by more than half. More importantly, her pain disappeared, her energy returned, and her cycle normalized. No surgery needed. 6. Skin conditions. Gentle healing. Eczema and psoriasis cause itching, flaking, redness, and discomfort. This blend, when used carefully, reduces inflammation and supports the skin's natural healing process. Important. Be gentle with the garlic on sensitive skin. A little goes a long way. 7. Hemorrhoids. Natural soothing relief. Yes, it may sound surprising, but freezing the blend into a small shape and applying it gently can bring powerful relief. Castor oil helps reduce swelling and repair tissue. Garlic calms irritation. The cold helps with immediate comfort. Together, a powerful trio. 8. Liver and gallbladder. Support from the outside in. Apply the compress to the upper right side of your abdomen, just under the ribs. Some have reported relief from liver congestion and even gallstones with regular use, especially when combined with hydration and healthy eating. 9. Kidney support, gentle detox. For general kidney support or even kidney stones, apply the compress to your lower back where the kidneys are located. Be consistent. Be kind to your body. Give it time. You don't have to suffer silently. You don't have to accept discomfort as your new normal. With just 2 natural ingredients and a little commitment, you can support your body gently and effectively. Maybe you won't feel it on day 1, but little by little, your body begins to respond. The swelling softens, the stiffness loosens, the pain begins to fade. And the best part, you're not covering up symptoms. You're helping your body heal from the root. Up next, I'll share how to use this blend safely and the few important things you should know before getting started. Let's talk about safety and simple best practices. Before you begin using this blend regularly, let's just take a few quiet moments to go over some helpful safety tips. I want you to feel confident, calm, and well prepared, whether you're using it for yourself or someone you care about. First, some good news. This remedy is gentle, natural, and most folks tolerate it really well. But just like with anything we put on our skin, there are a few things worth knowing ahead of time. Let's start with the basics. Number 1, never apply raw garlic straight to your skin. Garlic is wonderful, but it's also strong. When it's raw and undiluted, it can cause a burning sensation, especially on sensitive areas. That's why we always mix it with castor oil, and we always apply it on a soft cloth, never directly onto the skin. When you make your compress, just use a small amount of freshly grated garlic. Think of it like adding spice to a dish. A little really does go a long way. If your skin is especially sensitive, or if you're applying it to tender spots like the chest, neck, or inner thighs, here's a helpful trick. Let the grated garlic sit in the castor oil for a few minutes, then strain it out. That way, the oil carries the goodness of garlic without the risk of irritation. Number 2, always use a barrier. A soft piece of cotton cloth, flannel, or even folded gauze will do just fine. The key is that the oil blend goes on the cloth first, not on bare skin. This is especially important if you plan to leave it on overnight. We're aiming for gentle, steady absorption, not too much, too fast. Number 3, test it first. If this is your first time using garlic or castor oil on your skin, do a little patch test. Just apply your prepared compress to the inside of your forearm and leave it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Watch for any itching, redness, or discomfort. If all feels fine, you're likely good to go. Number 4, please don't take castor oil by mouth unless your doctor has recommended it. While it's been used that way in the past, it can be harsh on the digestive system and may cause cramping or dehydration. For what we're doing here, we're only using it on the outside of the body. Number 5, protect your clothes and bedding. Castor oil is very thick and sticky. It can be tough to wash out. So before lying down with your compress, cover the area with an old towel or even some plastic wrap. Some folks keep a dedicated old t-shirt or pajama set just for this purpose. Number 6, you can safely reuse your compress. After each use, simply fold up the cloth and keep it in a zip-top bag in the fridge or a cool, dark place. Add a little more fresh castor oil before each use. After about a week, or if the cloth starts feeling stiff or looking discolored, go ahead and make a fresh one. Number 7, listen to your body. If anything feels off, if you notice irritation, discomfort, or anything unusual, pause and take a step back. Every body is different, and that's okay. This is meant to be gentle and supportive, so take it slow and adjust as needed. Number 8, warmth can help, but be careful. Adding a heating pad or warm water bottle over your compress can help the oil sink in deeper, but be sure it's just gently warm, never hot. Think cozy, not burning. Now, how often should you use this remedy? For most people, once a day is just right. I often recommend starting with 5 nights a week, especially if you're focusing on things like joint pain, inflammation, or digestion. If you notice improvements, you can keep going, or even try it nightly. Some folks prefer to use the compress during the day while they're relaxing, reading, or watching TV. 2 to 3 hours in the afternoon works well for some. Others like to wear it overnight for deeper healing. The key is consistency. This isn't a quick fix. It's more like a slow, gentle shift that builds over time. That's why I suggest giving it at least 7 days before you reassess. If you're feeling better, sleeping more easily, moving with less pain, seeing swelling go down, keep going. You're on the right track. And lastly, please remember, if you're currently under a doctor's care or dealing with a medical condition, it's always best to check in with them first. This blend is here to support your healing, not replace any care you're already receiving. So there you have it. Simple, safe steps to get started with confidence and care. Now let's talk about something deeper, the emotional side of healing. This remedy is about so much more than just easing physical pain. It's about hope, about reconnecting with your body, and most importantly, about remembering that healing is always possible, no matter your age. I want to take a moment to share something personal with you. We often think of healing as just something physical, about pain, symptoms, diagnoses, and medications. But the truth is, true healing goes far beyond that. It's not just about getting rid of discomfort. It's about getting back what pain may have taken away from you. Your freedom, your peace, your confidence, your joy. And that's what this simple blend, castor oil and garlic, has given me and so many others. It's not magic, it doesn't happen overnight, and it's not perfect, but it's a step. A small, gentle step in the direction of feeling good again. And here's the thing. When you take that first step, something shifts inside. You begin to remember what it feels like to feel hopeful again. You start to believe that maybe, just maybe, your best years aren't behind you after all. You reconnect with the knowing that your body is still here, still wise, still trying, and always trying to heal. Maybe you've lived with pain for years. Maybe it's something new. Maybe someone told you, this is just how it is now, and you've tried to accept that, but deep down, something in you is still searching. And that's a beautiful thing. You're not done, and that's a gift. Let me say this clearly to you. It is not too late. You are not too old. You are not too broken. You have not missed your chance. You deserve comfort. You deserve ease. You deserve to feel at home in your own skin again. I didn't make this video just to show you how to make a compress. I made it to remind you of something important. Healing is still possible. Even something as simple as a cloth, some castor oil, and a clove of garlic can bring a sense of comfort and calm. Something you may have thought was long gone. And here's the most beautiful part. You don't have to do this alone. If you've made it this far, I want to ask you to do something for yourself and for others who might be feeling just like you. In the comments, type the words, "I'm ready." Just those two simple words. It may feel small, but it's a powerful declaration. It means you're not giving up. You're still choosing healing. You're still willing to take that first step forward.